Hey everyone, Ben here, and today we will be reviewing set number 75954, The Hogwarts Great Hall. This came out in 2018, has 835 pieces, including 10 minifigures and several other big build or smaller characters, and this retailed for €100 here in Europe. I wasn't sure about this set when the pictures first came out, but now I absolutely love it. So let's start by looking at the minifigures. So this is the chosen one himself, Harry Potter. This is his version from the first two movies, so Philosopher's Stone and Chamber of Secrets, and LEGO could not have made him better. He comes with this brand new at the time dark brown wand. His torso is way more accurate than the previous versions. There's no more crest, and tie and jumper are with the colors of Gryffindor. And his hairpiece is also brand new, with the perfect little space here for a scar. He has two expressions, one where he's pretty much normal, and one where he's freaking out, which is pretty accurate for the character. Next here is Ron Weasley, and he's also pretty much awesome. He's got a light brown wand, his torso is the same as Harry's, and he's got a perfect hairpiece, and his expression where he's normal with little freckles, and where he's about to cry. Also very accurate. Here is Hermione Granger, and she's also pretty much perfect. LEGO owned the minifigures in these sets. She's got a brand new hairpiece, which is perfect for his character. The same torso as Harry and Ron, a dark cream wand, and two expressions. One where she's normal and happy, and a second one where she looks quite worried. Next is Draco Malfoy, also amazing. His hairpiece is not new, but it's perfect for the character. His jumper is almost the same as Harry, Ron, and Hermione's, except for the fact that the colors are now Slytherin. You can see on the tie and on the bottom of the jumper here. And the folds are a bit different. He's got the same wand as Harry, and two expressions. One where he's smirking a bit, and the other where he looks absolutely furious. When the pictures for the set first came out, everyone thought that this was going to be Ginny Weasley. As you can see from the jumper, which is from Hufflepuff, this is actually a really obscure character that's mentioned a few times during the series called Susan Bones. She's got the same face as Ginny, which is weird, honestly, but she's got the red hair, one expression where she looks happy, and if I can get the hairpiece off, one expression where she looks worried, and she's got a black wand, which is pretty rare. Next is the most powerful wizard of all time, Albus Dumbledore. This is the version of him who was played by Richard Harris for the first two movies, but then he sadly passed away and was replaced by Michael Gambon. He looks really good, even if future versions of him look way better. This is him without the beard so that you can see his torso and face expression. He's got the same one as Hermione's, so dark clear. And he has two faces, but honestly, the only thing that changes between the two is the fact that he hasn't got any glasses. Looks slightly happier with the glasses, but not much of a difference with the beard on. Next is Professor Minerva McGonagall, head of Gryffindor. Same as Dumbledore, she looks amazing here, even if the later version in 2020 looks way better. She's got an awesome black witch hat, awesome green robes, the printing on that is amazing, a black wand, and two face expressions, one where she looks happy, and one where she looks stern, or even angry. Next up is Professor Quirrell, who looks pretty good. This is the first remake of him we've gotten since 2001, and the old version of him was actually the first LEGO minifigure to ever have a double-sided face, since of course he has the Dark Lord behind his turban. He has no leg printing, which is a bit sad, but it's not too much of a bad thing. And I think he looks really good. Turban looks awesome. The fact that he has Lord Voldemort behind his head is an awesome detail, and I really like him. He has a light brown wand, same as Ron. Here is my favorite minifigure in this set. This is Rubeus Hagrid, gamekeeper of Hogwarts and professor of care of magical creatures. And he is amazing. You can see he's slightly taller than a normal LEGO minifigure, which is awesome. He's got small legs and a custom torso where you can actually take the arms out. And he's got an awesome pink umbrella. This new piece for a lantern is perfect. And his hairpiece is massive and just awesome. He's got a normal size Lego head, which does not have a second expression, but honestly, there's not much we could have done. And he is absolutely perfect. Best Hagrid we've gotten yet. The last normal Lego minifigure we've got here is Nearly Headless Nick. He's the ghost for Gryffindor. He looks awesome with the shiny printing here, you can see. And although he's not as cool as the glow-in-the-dark new one for 2021, he looks really good. He does not have... Oh, he actually does have a second face, one where he looks sad because he didn't get to join the Headless Hunt. And a lot of people like to display him like this since he's nearly headless, or even just completely headless, but I don't think that's very accurate, sadly. I prefer just to leave him on here. We also get a ton of other characters as or just molds or pre-built. For example, here is Hedwig. She looks amazing. This is not a new owl piece we've seen in 2011 in the previous Hogwarts set, but still, just the detail, it's amazing. Here is Scourts, Ron's rat, and this is a new mold. This is a version of him where he doesn't have his little patch of hair on top, and he looks really good. Way better than the previous rats. Here is a new version of a spider. This could be one of Aragog's son or daughters, but I think he's just a normal spider, even though he's quite massive compared to a minifigure. It looks really good. Has tons of little eyes. And we also have just a normal yellow toad, nothing special here. We also get the sorting hat, which is absolutely perfect. You can fit him onto a Lego head. And he's just awesome. Like, really. Could not have been better. And then you also get a brick-built Fox the Phoenix. This looks good even if it does not compare to the one from the minifigure series. Still a cool inclusion to a set. And last and very much least, we get a weird version of the Basilisk. This is honestly the worst part of the set. Thank God they made a new one in 2021, because this is not only completely inaccurate, but tiny and black instead of gray. This is, I think the set would have actually been better if it wasn't included. But it's here, so there you go. So here is the set, and it's amazing. It's so massive I can't even get the whole thing on camera. It looks like, just the details, it looks like it's been pulled straight out of the film. It's impressive. So if we go here, you have a Hagrid waiting on a little dock for Ron and Hermione to come in this little boat. And it's a detail from the first movie. Even though the dock isn't exactly right in front of the Great Hall, it's still a really nice inclusion. The box says that this boat does not float, even though it does if you place the minifigures as I've put them. It does float. But don't put it in the sea. Here, there's a little exterior area with a massive door that leads to the Great Hall. It's really well made. And here, a small tower that's right over an archway that leads into the tower. Here, two little tiny statuettes, which are very nice detail. And if you go above the door, you'll see that there is a clock and a pointy thing, which is in sand green color, which is a nice little reference to the old Hogwarts, which has sand green roofs. If we go over the tower, you'll see very nice details with the little cream cheese slopes. And you can put nearly headless Nick here so that he's just prancing around the castle. And this goes all the way up here, which has another little sand green pointy thing. And this is enormous. Here on the main exterior for the Great Hall, you'll find really nice detail with more pointy things. And the windows here, they just look amazing. They're tiny little herbs and stuff and details, rock details, because this is actually on a massive hill that's with cliff. Here you can just hide the basilisk here. On the roof, there are more kind of this new piece, I think, which is double cheese slope, which is quite nice. Here, there are three small towers. On the other side, here, there's another really cool window with more rock detailing, and this just looks great. You can put Hedwig here, he's just chilling. If we go and turn around the sets to see the interior, it's beautiful. We'll look at the Great Hall first. Here you can see the 4 house tables. So one's Hufflepuff, one's Slytherin, one's Gryffindor, one's Ravenclaw. And you can see a ton of details and foods on the table. I like ice cream, a chicken leg, a few mugs. And you can set up minifigures here so that they're fighting, like in the second movie, during Lockhart's lesson. And you can just put Susan Boone just kind of hiding. Here is the professor's table. And you can see that you can put 3 professors. It doesn't fit all the professors you get in all the sets, but it's still really cool. A few goblets on the table. Here is the house cup, I think. And on the top here, you'll find 2 banners. One of them is for Slytherin and Ravenclaw. And another one is for Hufflepuff and Gryffindor. I like to display Hufflepuff and Slytherin because they're my 2 favorite houses. And here is an attempt to make the flying candles, but it would look nice if it worked. It just doesn't ever work. It always tilts to one side and it kind of looks weird, but it's a nice little detail with brand new candle pieces and flame pieces at a time. Now, oh no, Draco fell. Here, there are a few brooms attached. On the box art, you can see Susan Bones flying the black broom, which I think is a Nimbus 2001. And here is what's on the other side of the archway. There's a little yellow frog. I'm not sure what that's supposed to represent. And here is a stairway that can actually move around, so I think it's supposed to represent the moving stairway. Here you have a small potions room with a few flasks, coal cauldron with crystals and more crystals. On the top here, this is where I like to put Quirrell. He's looking around for the Mirror of Erised. Is where you put the black spider, the sorting hats, and you get a little chest here with a ton of little diamonds inside. I can get it open with one hand. There we go. And on the top here is the Mirror of Erised, which actually spells desire backwards. And you actually get quite a few versions of it. So this is what Harry sees. He sees his parents. If you turn it around, you get what Dumbledore sees. He says he sees Socks, but he actually sees Grindelwald. And you get this other piece, which has Quirrell and a Philosopher's Stone, and Ron being a Quidditch captain. You can actually change these out if you're careful. I can't do it with one hand, so I'm not going to break it. And behind the Mirror of Erised, you'll find Fox Phoenix. Just chilling there, even though it's supposed to be in Dumbledore's office. But I just think this looks amazing. I also didn't mention the fireplace behind, which looks great. Just like the windows, they look amazing. I just love this set. It's perfect. One thing we could have done is put here the 3 towers that... in the film, there's 3 little towers that stick out of this great tower. And we could have put them in as a little detail, but it's not that bad. So here is the Great Hall. So this was my review of the Hogwarts Great Hall. I hope you enjoyed, and if you liked it, please consider subscribing and liking. Thanks for watching.